Well, howdy folks. Welcome to Mower Mike's, and today we're going to continue our series on the mighty but faulty Kohler EFI engine series. Yeah, this is the Kohler Command Pro, the ECH 980, a 38 horse, 999cc engine, and it has been having some fueling problems. We've already replaced the fuel pump, which I'll put a link down below, so we're getting lots of fuel. But this engine has a very, very common problem when it comes to the O2 sensors. So today we're going to talk about a stupid easy test for your O2 sensor and then how to replace it. But first, what is this thing latched onto? This here is a Bandit SG40 stump grinder. And I have come to find out there is a very niche community of SG40 owners, and they absolutely despise this engine. I mean, they hate it. They hate it so bad, they're swapping out good Kohler 38 horses with a Vanguard, essentially a Briggs carbureted 35 horse. Like, it's just, they just hate these engines. I don't think they're that bad, but I do think they have some fueling problem. So with that, what we're going to do, we're going to go through and show you what happens. Now, when you have a poor O2 sensor, what's happening is that the sucker is getting stuck in an open circuit and it's making the fuel way too rich. You're getting way too much fuel in that cylinder through these fuel injectors. And then what happens is this thing starts sounding like a damn diesel truck, and you'll start seeing just black smoke blowing out here and just going don't, and it is just awful. And like with this one specifically, sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. You know, it's just super, super frustrating, but the trick is so easy. So what I'm going to show you next is when this thing was running rough, and then the little trick I did, which I actually found on the Facebook Bandit group, where all you do is you unplug the O2 sensor, and then you're going to listen to the engine go from rough running to good running. And that's what's going to happen in this clip. It's not that great of a clip, but it will show you exactly on this engine what happens. And then we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you how to swap it out, how to get one. I mean, they're super cheap on Amazon now, so we're going to do all the good stuff today. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look. All right, let's go ahead and remove the old OT sensor. You'll see there is a bung in the exhaust that the O2 sensor is screwed into. And what you're going to do, you're going to take a 14 millimeter wrench and do it. Now, what I noticed on mine, this thing, you can see it's rusted on there. It looks like the original O2 sensor. My little wrench, it wasn't quite big enough. So what I do is an old mechanic trick. You take the closed end of a bigger wrench and you do it on here, and this way you can have more leverage on it as you spin it. And this is what is able to crack it for me. And then once you get it off, golly, this thing is tight on there. I am just really hoping nothing breaks. Just make sure to go and take your time when you take it off. Now, a lot of people use PB Blaster, but when I've used that in the past, it has kind of screwed up the top of the nut on this thing, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan of PB Blaster, but you can put a little heat around it if you're having trouble. Just be careful not to blow yourself up. All right, we're going to take it out. And one thing to be careful of, you don't want to touch the tips of the O2 sensors. Well, this one doesn't matter, but the new one, because it can screw them up. And there we go. We've got it out. Now let's go look at the Amazon one and see if it's the right one at all. Next, let's talk about how do you find the correct O2 sensor. Now, this is the one I took off the engine. You can see it's got a little tiny nub on it, and she has seen a lot of exhaust. So what I did, I plugged the engine model into Amazon, and this is the one that pops up. Now, as you can see, this one is quite a bit fatter, and there's no way this one's going to fit in this hole. So I am super frustrated. I have gotten very good at buying the incorrect part on Amazon. So I went on Amazon and I did a visual, and this is the correct one. Now, what I found out, there's like 5 different O2 sensors that go to Kohler EFIs. So I'm gonna go ahead and list down below the various ones, and I'll note this one here, but this is the one I'm using because it fits in the hole and it's got the correct connector on it. So, all right, so now let's go ahead and screw her in and see how it works. All right, to install the O2 sensor, I'm pretty sure anybody can do this. All you do is you take it, you screw it in the hole, you tighten her down with your 1/2 inch and plug it in. It is that simple. It is nice because everything's up top, and then you should have your wrench to tighten her down. I have lost my 1/2 inch, but there she is. And you just tighten her down. And whatever, I'll have to find the right size wrench and plug it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward to the fun part. All right, folks, she is ripping with that new fuel pump and that new O2 sensor. So let's see what she's gonna have for breakfast. What we got here is an old elm stump. So it's running real smooth. We're gonna go ahead and engage it. Well, folks, you see, this thing just ate a 3-foot elm tree stump, and it just keeps on wanting to eat, folks. I know people give that Kohler a lot of crap, but she needs a little fine tuning. She's like a woman. You've got to feed it correctly. You need the correct fuel pressure. She needs the right O2 sensor. She needs a fresh fuel pump, and she will just absolutely destroy stumps. So that Mower Mike's out. We'll have some new stuff later.